That looks creepy. Looks like a small loom, only more complicated. A glass box with a metal rod around it. Strange piece of kit. I wonder what it's for. A mosaic mask. If I ever open my own business, that would certainly be a good motif for my shop sign. Hello.
Please feel free to peruse the merchandise at your leisure, sir. You will find we carry nothing but the most antique of antiquities.
What kind of shop is this?
This noble business is an antique shop, my dear boy. Please feel free to have a look around.
And who are you, if I may ask?
I am Sir Edwin Cartwright III. I own this beautiful store. But please, feel free to call me Sir Edwin.
I'm Tallerell. What happened to the other two?
I beg your pardon?
Sir Edwin Cartwright I and Sir Edwin Cartwright II.
One was my grandfather, the other my father. Unfortunately, both are no longer with us.
Oh. What is this strange little loom for?
That is not simply some little loom. That is an original toupee loom.
Really?
You have to know that toupee looms are of exceptional mechanical precision, allowing them to produce the most realistic hairpieces possible. No one would ever recognize a hairpiece woven on this loom as a toupee. Toupees made on this loom look absolutely the same as real hair.
That weird apparatus over there, what is it?
This is a single-chamber homunculator XL3000. Lovely piece of kit, isn't it?
A what?
A homunculator. It even comes with operating instructions so that you can build yourself a homunculus, a soulless little creature.
And does it work?
Well, I would suggest one view it as more of a party article.
And why?
Oh, well, some of the ingredients are rather silly and probably meant to be amusing. Angel's breath, for example. Complete and utter nonsense, of course.
Well,
Tallerell.
I'll be going then.
Very well, young sir. Until we meet again.
A large box with a large, rather furry spider. A very large, very furry spider. I seriously have no idea what that is. Looks forget it. Can I have this bamboo rod, please?
Shide, I no longer need it.
Hello?
Ni hao.
I beg your pardon?
Ni hao.
What kind of shop is this?
This shop is my silk tailor shop. At your service.
And what do you do here?
I tailor silk.
That is an impressive animal. Over there in the box.
Ah, truly impressive animal. A Chinese tarantula. Wonderful animal, but very sensitive. Get cold quickly and if sneeze lose fur.
I'll be going then.
Saijian.
An image of a saint. Dirty, though. You can't really see anything. But there's a symbol here on the frame. It looks like a Z with a flourish. Hello, man of God.
Hello, young man. How can I help you?
If I may introduce myself, Father, my name is Talarel.
Glad to meet you, Talarel. My name is Bartholomew. I am the shepherd of this hall and the priest here in Heaven's Hope.
Who are those icons supposed to be?
These are the founders of an old order of knights who once had their seat here in the area long ago. This church was built upon the foundation of their most sacred chapel.
On a chapel?
That was long ago, shortly after the Crusades. The chapel itself was too run down to save, so this church was built on its foundations. But the church's ossuary dates back to the old chapel, and the founder of the order is buried there.
What order was that?
The Order of the Sword of St. Michael.
Wow!
Sounds more powerful than it actually was. You know, back in the Middle Ages, for a long time it was de rigueur to go to the Holy Land and kill a few infidels. That was a popular sport amongst nobles.
The good old days.
However, not all nobles were so sporty. Some were quite happy at home. Regular income, roof over your head, no Saracens. Quite pleasant, really. But public pressure was, of course, there, and so the rather more sluggish of the feudal lords banded together to travel to Jerusalem. Nice and slow, with lots of luggage and lots of provisions.
No wonder we lost the Crusades, if everyone was just out for a stroll.
And what does this have to do with Michael?
On their return, the knights had to somehow make it interesting. They therefore claim to have found the Archangel Michael's sword while in the Holy Land.
Well, if that's all he did.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit. He's always leaving his things lying around all over the place.
Anyway, hence the name, the Order of the Sword of St. Michael.
What do those symbols on the icons mean?
It has to do with their rank within the Order. As High Master, William Cothelstone bore this slightly squiggly H in his coat of arms. Barnaby Garlick was the Seneschal, or in this somewhat special order, Seneschal, and was therefore awarded the Z in his coat of arms. Harold of Limids was third-ranked and but a simple friar all his life, which was why he bore the F in his coat of arms.
Why did those crusaders establish an order anyway?
Oh, probably for tax purposes. Makes it easier to deduct the raids. You get a better rate on indulgences, too.
I'll be going then. An image of a saint. Dirty, though. You can't really see anything, but there's a symbol here on the frame. Looks like an F. A consecrated candle. I can't just take the consecrated candle. It's needed for the Holy Mass. An image of a saint. Filthy, though. You can't really see anything. But there's a symbol here on the frame. Looks like an ornate H. A basin of holy water. A painting? I think that's the librarian, however, with a lot more hair than the original. The title is The Fifth Element, Existence Beyond the Four Elements. No author. Strange. And the symbol shown here looks like two superimposed triangles.
That's a hexagram. Could mean a number of very different things.
May I borrow this book?
All right, but bring it back.
Hello,
What can I do for you?
I'm Talarel, and, new in town. Hi there.
Charmed. My name is Magnus, and I'm working.
What kind of house is this? It sure smells a little different.
This is a library. I am a librarian, and that's the smell of old books. For some people, a new experience, certainly.
Magnus, can one also borrow books from you?
Although I would prefer it if this were a reference library, I am unfortunately also required to lend books out, but only one per visitor.
I'll be off then. Paradise Lost by John Milton. Speak. Who first seduced them to that foul revolt? The infernal serpent. The infernal serpent, he it was, whose guile stirred up with envy and revenge, deceived mankind. What time his pride had cast him out from heaven, with all his host of rebel angels, by whose aid, aspiring to set himself in glory above his peers, he trusted to have equaled the Most High. If he opposed, and with ambitious aim against the throne and monarchy of God raced impious war in heaven, and battle proud with vain attempt.
Things were hard back then.
Put that away, please. Bad memories.
The title is Flagellation.
Promising?
It says 20 on skin, a flagellant's handbook. Whip vigorously, do not spare yourself, whip everywhere, mainly on the thighs, for there the senses are the finest. Stay not your hand until you have drawn blood from those plump buttocks. They still hold enough, never weaken, strike firmly, oft and boldly.
Some people like that.
A book about homunculuses.
Homunculi.
Whatever. The title is The Homunculus, a cubit-long, fearless, mobile thing without a will of its own, which can be harnessed for any purpose.
Sounds practical.
Here it says, now, there's a real chance that if from the hundredfold substance by mixing, since mixing makes it happen, the little homunculus compounded and distilled in a flask, well-founded and in proper combination grounded, then the work is most well done. The title is Flagellation.
Promising?
Legenda Aurea by Jacobus de Varenne.
Hey, I know that one. It's full of martyr stories.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
These are great bedtime stories.
Here it is written, and behold, the apostle Peter did they too lead to the cross, there to torment and martyr. But lo, as he came to the cross, spake he, when my Lord descended from heaven to the earth, he was put on the cross right up, but me, whom it pleaseth him to call from the earth to heaven, my cross shall show my head to the earth, and address my feet to heaven. I am not worthy to be put on the cross like as my Lord was. Therefore, turn my cross and crucify me, my head downward. Then they turned the cross and fastened his feet upward, and the head downward. The people did grow angry and wished to liberate the apostle. Yet he did require of them that they should not let his passion. Our Lord opened the eyes of them that were there, and wept, so that they saw the angels with crowns of roses and lilies standing by Peter that was on the cross with the angels.
Did you guys stand at the cross with roses and lilies? I wasn't standing at the cross with roses and lilies.
The 13 and a half Lives of the Nameless.
Don't touch that one. Some books are better left unread.
Sumerian Literature, An Introduction by Vince Clortho. Here it says, Gozer the traveler. He will come in one of the pre-chosen forms. During the rectification of the Voldernai, the traveler came as a large and moving torb. Then, during the third reconciliation of the last of the Mecatrix supplicants, they chose a new form for him, that of a giant slore. Many Shubs and Zulls knew what it was to be roasted in the depth of the slore that day.
And that's supposed to be Babylonian?
Sumerian, not Babylonian.
Big difference.
A red herring. A beer bottle with a red bow under a bell jar. Hello.
Hello, traveler.
I was wondering what you do around here.
A stupid question. As you can see, I'm drinking a single mild.
No, I mean, what do you do in Heaven's Hope?
I have the biggest and best and only transport company in Heaven's Hope. And I really do transport anything. Of course, only things that are legal. Or have you heard otherwise?
No?
Good, good.
Isn't that difficult with the Inquisition here and all?
Why? Have you heard anything in that direction?
No, of course not.
Good, good.
I was wondering what you do around here.
A stupid question. As you can see, I'm drinking a single mild.
I'll be going then. Hello.
Hello, handsome. What'll it be?
What do you have?
How about a good single mild? Or a Camillo blended? I could even make you a Bloody Virgin Mary.
Single mild?
From an oak barrel. A good shot, no additives.
Bloody Virgin Mary?
Named after our Queen Mary, who was rather forceful in religious matters. Tomato juice with Worcester sauce and fine spices. Untainted and pure.
Camillo blended?
An excellent infusion of herbaceous asteraceae, matured on the stalk and boiled in clear well water for at least 10 minutes. Mild, but spicy. Subtle, not overblown.
It all sounds a bit weird.
I'm sorry. There's just water, juice, and chamomile tea. We simply have no alcohol whatsoever. I'm trying my best to somehow keep people happy.
Why aren't there any chairs?
Greta confiscated them and used them for the pyre, just like all the pews from the church. The tables here are on the quiet as it is.
Why is it so quiet here?
I wonder why. What on earth should one do in a pub with no alcohol?
Why isn't there any alcohol?
Greta instituted the prohibition. Says alcohol is bad for the character and the faith.
Where have you been getting your alcohol up till now?
Vladich always used to deliver it, and then Bill had a small supply, but that's gone now too.
What about the bottle of beer on the counter?
Well, that one lone bottle wouldn't really satisfy anyone. Besides, it's reserved.
I'll be going then.